Alexander the Great. The older adaptation, not much better or less. Generally, when we're talking Rebecca, Laurence Olivier, what else? I don't have. Pride and Prejudice. Prejudice again. Both of them, Laurence Olivier. Wuthering Heights. The older, as it happens, three of them involving Laurence Olivier, one of the five greatest actors ever. So Laurence Olivier. These adaptations are much better than anything they can do later in the present, near past. In this case, we can't say this one is not better. Maybe it's the same with what they've done recently with Angelina Jolie, Anthony Hopkins, Colin Farrell, and who else? A cast of great actors. Jared Leto, I guess, as friend of Alexander, or am I confused? Richard Burton, an iconic figure with a tumultuous life. The program they gave us the other day, Alexander the Great, is the Italian one, and they bring here films from Italy. Some of them are in English. Dirty Plan, some of them are in English, but many are in Italian, even if the original language is something else, mostly English. So we have Richard Burton speaking. There's another actor giving voice to Alexander, Italian. So that's already taking. Let's calculate percentages. 30% from the value of the film. I remember when I was younger and listened to Richard Burton, I was thinking this is the best voice I know. Dramatic. He was not also a singer, as far as I know. Deep, resonant, impressive. There was also one tape maybe I've got from the British Library with Journey to the Center. Down and down they plunged. Obviously, I don't have a fraction of that. So, stories known, conflict, between father and mother, Philip of Macedon, and to this day there is a legacy, an issue which is causing trouble. Macedonia, Northern Macedonia, has had to change the name of the country because there are disputes between Greece and over some of the history. Fortunately, they don't have trouble. I mean, they don't say, except perhaps for a few French lunatics, which are everywhere. But Greece was concerned that if they call themselves Macedonian, just that, they might have plans to get territory from Greece. And it goes back to Alexander Macedon, Alexander Macedon, as they call him, coming from Macedon. Statues of him in the country and celebrate the fact that he's Alexander the Great also, of course, he's the one who conquered so much, went to the limits and well beyond It's true that he conquered so much that it proved to be untenable. Successors will divide spoils of war. But still, he was such a great military leader. Capricious, and that's why films can be interesting in showing us these sides, which are some of them controversial. He had a lover that was not shown. Let's not get into all this because we don't know, and I'm not clearly an expert, so me talking of what the controversy, the details might be or might not be, will be preposterous. So let's stop with that. And just say that indeed Richard Burton was one that gave us so much pleasure from Die Schrecken der Medusa. I love because we had him the other day speaking Italian, so to say. He wasn't, somebody was replacing his voice, which is stupid. Alhamdulillah, we don't have that here. I mean, movies have subtitles, but countries, Germany, Italy, France, have their own actors. Spoil the original and put, which is, anyway. Under communism, we had films via our then friend, not a friend anymore, sort of a foe, because he seems to embrace the Red Plague. People from there, it doesn't matter, they're all the same. Not quite. Not for me. He was bringing films from Germany, but they were in German. So, again, Richard Burton, we heard him speaking in German. I mean, somebody else. Die Schrecken der Medusa. Something with not witchcraft, but planes were falling down, and we had somebody knowing catastrophes before they happen. Medusa Touch. But that's a minor Richard Burton movie. He made quite a few. You can't make, nobody makes The Godfather. And then the Godfather 2, Godfather 3 was a flop. So, there it is. But Who's Afraid of Virginia Woolf? Okay.